back into routine now. I'm really in the trenches at the minute. We're like, this is like the peak of camp now. The heavy sparring gets involved, the workouts get upped, and you got to up the nutrition because you're burning more calories. You're just, everything as a whole is just, you've come out of third gear, you're now in fourth, fifth gear now. I fell in love with boxing very quick. As soon as I put the gloves on and I had my first spar, I love it. And now, like, when I'm away for like 3-4 days at a time. Then I get back in for a couple of days and I'm off again. So them days I'm off, I don't like, because I just want to get the gloves on and have a spar or get on the bag or get on the pads. But I've missed it massively, and I worry because I feel like my opponent is training every day, and he's probably not living the lifestyle of me, of DJing all over Europe. When I come to camp, I give it 150% and I make up for lost time. Fight camp helps because every single hour of the day you're doing something to do with fitness or boxing or your mind or training or nutrition. There's always something to do with fitness, whereas when you're away, you might go off the rails a bit, do you know what I mean? And you might eat the wrong foods and you might have a bit more rest than you should because the sun's out, you're by a pool. I got a phone call to say, Jake, the fight has been put back. For me, I was ready when it would have been last week. I was ready on the 6th of July, but I'm glad because it's given me an extra 6-7 weeks of training. A lot more technique has now been involved, a lot more comfortable, and my game's gone from here to here in a matter of 6 weeks. So I'm going to be a better fighter than I was, obviously, 6 weeks ago. When I got approached to fight on Misfits, I was overwhelmed because Misfits is massive now. But now it's on the KSI card, which is in Dublin in the free arena, which is 15,000 people and it's sold out. That's some way to go and have your debut fight, and on TV in front of millions as well. So I'm not nervous, I'm more overwhelmed, but I know closer to the fight, when I'm there, when I'm in the hotel, when I'm ready in Dublin, then I think I'll get a little bit nervous. In my head, I'm picturing a situation already, walking out in front of the crowd of 15,000 people with all the torches on, the lights, the music, and I'm getting goosebumps now. I'm excited, I just can't wait, because being centre of attention, I love it. I love being centre of attention, so walking out to a track that I love, which I can't say yet, to me pals, me friends, me family, all there screaming my name. I just can't wait, I can't wait. I've dropped 16 kilos, so that's a lot, and that's muscle mass, because I was never fat, but I was always big anyway. I was chunky, I was big, I was bulky, and that was due to lifting weights. So I've dropped 16 kilo, which is a lot of weight. I was never fighting fit because I had a lot of muscle to carry. But now, probably the lightest I've ever been since I was probably about 17. And now I'm just full of energy. I feel a lot better. My rest, my sleep, my recovery, my training, my nutrition, everything as a whole is just better. You got to remember, you got to find a space in the ring to recover. Sonny's taught me everything around the ring, how to control the ring, how to move around the ring. I've been sparring with some pros out of Sonny's Wellington boxing gym, so I've been sparring with him. I've been sparring with a couple of lads in Bristol where I am. What I've learned is being in the ring, just you and him. It's a funny feeling. When you're outside the ring, you don't get nervous getting in the ring, but you think, oh God, I'm going to get in that ring. When you're in that ring, everything, it's like 4 walls. You just shut off everything. And now I've got control of that. So I can now control my aggression in the right areas, because obviously boxing, you got to hit hard and aggression takes over. So I got to control aggression. I've learned how to take a punch. I think that's the biggest thing of getting rocked, because I've been rocked. I've had a few hits from a few people, and you see flashing lights, you see stars, you see white lights, and you need to feel that before you go into the ring, obviously. And I felt that, and I adapted quick to actually box in real life. I think that's the big thing. Sparring is as close as you're going to get to a real life fight. To be honest with you, I'm just shut off, focus on me. I know I had a face-off of him a couple of days ago on Zoom. He seems like a nice bloke. There was no bad words, because I've never met the bloke. I can't say bad words to say someone I don't know. But I think closer to the fight, once we start seeing each other, I think then a few words might be said, and a few things might be, yeah. But at the minute, we're just keeping ourselves to ourselves, training on our own, and just staying in our own lane, basically. Here, right now, there's no distractions. You wake up, you have your breakfast, and it's like an active rest day. You're still burning calories and moving your feet, but it's not intense. Do you know what I mean? It's a nice day. And then we've just had team games just to up the heart rate, break a little sweat, and then later on, I'm off sparring myself. So every day you're doing something different. Then tomorrow we've got a conditioning session first thing in the morning, and then we've got an hour break, which would be our snack. And then after your snack, you've got another workout, which could be a strength workout. And then we'll be then doing some technique after lunch, and then potentially me and Sonny will be going on a run after. Might do a 5-6 mile run after. So every day is different, and like I said, I wouldn't be doing this schedule if I was at home. Simple as that. If I was at home now, I'd be going to the gym twice a day, but that'd be it. Do you know what I mean? Whereas here, you really are in the trenches, and thanks to boot camp and fight camp for for putting this on for me, because there's not a lot of people get this opportunity to be in an actual camp. Because right now this is a proper camp. Like, I'm away from home, I'm away from my friends, I'm away from my family, I'm away from just the distractions. And now I'm really deep in the trenches of camp, and now it's time to really knuckle down. Like I say, we're in 6 weeks out now, so 6 weeks now it's gonna really, it's knuckle time to get down and dirty. What I'd say to anyone who's looking at the social media, who's looked at YouTube, anyone who's seen it, is I would honestly say just give it a go. Honestly, the amount of lads and ladies I've met here who would never have put a boxing glove on before, and they've come to fight camp and they absolutely love it. And I'm getting goosebumps now because there's these two lads who are, I think they're 50 to 60 year old, and they've never put gloves on before. And now they absolutely love it, and they're booking on to the next fight camp because they love it. So it's like, it's a bit intimidating, the thought of putting boxing gloves on, but remember, it's all controlled. You're not gonna fight anyone, you're not gonna spar anyone, you're not gonna do, it's just basic boxing training with the conditioning and the high intensity workouts. So if you wanna lose weight, if you wanna get fit, honestly, the discipline here is fantastic. And like I said, the results do not lie. And every time there's a client or a customer on them scales at the end of the week, they've all dropped weight. And you've come in for one reason, that's to drop weight and get fit, and they've all done it. So the proof is in the pudding. The results don't lie. Mike Edwards, I'm coming for you, boy.